Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Survival Guide. Today I am going to show you exactly how to get Plant Species X seeds on the new Valguero map. I am going to show you the exact location of the safest Plant Species X seed pod that I can find on the entire Valguero map, and I'll give you GPS coordinates, map location, and some good landmarks you can use to easily find these Plant Species X seeds. I will also show you several other places you can look for Plant Species X seeds, and I will show you one of the easiest tricks for gathering Plant Species X seeds if you want to avoid the swamp as much as possible. Now, those of you who have watched my channel know how much I love to use and abuse the firepower of Plant Species X turrets, and if you watch this video until the end, I'll give you some good tips for how to use Plant Species X seeds to defend your base or completely abuse Plant Species X turrets to do some crazy stuff. So be sure to watch this whole video, it will be very helpful. So we are here hovering over the swamp lake on the Valguero map. It's this big brown spot on the map, and this lake is bordered on the right and top sides with swamps. Now, to our left here is the green obelisk, and to our right is the eastern edge of the map, and that's a pretty easy landmark you can use. Just head to the green obelisk, head across the lake, and right on the middle, on the eastern side of the lake, is this big waterfall that splits into. Now, there is a huge twin waterfall to the north side of the lake also, but we are going to the one on the east. This is actually right below the jungle temple, which is one of the entrances to one of the caves. Now, right here you can see there's a ruined bridge that goes right across the waterfall, and there's our location again. And if we look at the base of that waterfall, we're going to find some ruined stairs that go all the way down the mountain. Now, these stairs head all the way to the top, so if you find the stairs and follow them far enough, you're eventually going to come to the base of this mountain, and this is going to give us a good landmark to find the first Plant Species X seed pod. So if we go just to the edge of the swamp, there's a little clearing, and we don't see as many dangerous swamp animals, and just on the very edge of the swamp we have this big Plant Species X seed pod. Now, it's going to take me a minute to grab these seeds because it's completely surrounded on all sides by cattails, which isn't a terrible thing, but that means we're going to have to sit here for a little bit longer. Now, you will find some dangerous swamp dinosaurs in this area, but this is by far the safest place to grab these Plant Species X seeds. And once I finally got the rest of the plants out of the way, you can see here I got like 30 Plant Species X seeds right off the bat. You can get so many seeds from that seed pod. Now, if we head back up to where those stairs are next to the ruin, there's another easy place we can get some Plant Species X seeds. So far, the most dangerous thing I've seen is this patriotic Dilophosaur because of the 4th of July event. Now, right at the base of these falls are a bunch of rare flowers, which are also nice to grab while you're here. But you go over this little step, and there are tons of cattails and these cool little pitcher plants too. So in these plants, we have a very low chance of also collecting Plant Species X seeds. You only get them like one at a time, and you'll probably have to gather like 50 plants to get a Plant Species X seed if we're gathering it by hand, but it is doable, and this area over here seems to have mostly peaceful dinosaurs, and it's really hard to find these cattails in a safe place. I'll show you another area right on the very edge of the swamp, which is also pretty safe, and you can bring a land dinosaur in, which gathers berries like a stegosaur, triceratops, or iguanodon, and you can get piles of Plant Species X seeds if it's a dino that gathers really well. Now, back at this seed pod, I forgot to show you the exact location of the pod itself, even though it's a lot easier to find in reference to those landmarks I showed you, but there it is, just in case that's helpful. Now, if we keep flying around the swamp, there are lots of these Plant Species X seed pods scattered all throughout the swamp. Now, anywhere we go in this swamp area, just here to the north, there's going to be a bunch of those seed pods all over the place within these these trees, and if you fly low enough, you'll run into a bunch of them. I'm not going to give you the coordinates of every single one because they're basically scattered around every couple of blocks, but so are crazy dangerous dinosaurs that will totally kick your butt. It's not quite as dangerous as some of the swamps because the water isn't deep enough, but here's one right here, and there's going to be just a bunch of these scattered around. Some of them are close to the edges of the swamp, so even on land you can find them if you stay on the edge. But if you come out here on a land dino, be ready for a fight because there's some nasty stuff out here. So now I'm going to show you a really safe spot to grab plant species X seeds if you bring a land gathering dino out to this lake. Now we're back at the Valguero Swamp Lake at the very southern side of the lake, and here's my location right here. I brought a land gathering dino, in this case it's a Triceratops over here, and it was pretty easy to get it safely to this spot because you can easily see anything dangerous. What makes the swamp so dangerous is you don't see the predators coming. Now along the edge here are these cattails, and once again the cattails can contain plant species X seeds. They're just pretty rare. But if you get a dino like even a Triceratops that gathers berries in large quantities, we can start gathering cattails even from the safe distance on the edge of the swamp and get lots of plant species X seeds pretty quickly just by doing this. So I'm just going to take a few seconds, gather a bunch of these cattails, and as you can see we've already picked up some plant species X seeds. So let me open up the inventory of this Triceratops, and right there, this level 20 Triceratops has already gathered 9 plant species X seeds. Now each seed can turn into a turret, so depending on how many turrets you need, you can get enough seeds very quickly using this technique. Now my preferred gathering dino for this is the Iguanodon because it's crazy fast and it can sprint with infinite stamina on all fours, and I actually have an entire guide on how to get plant species X seeds using an Iguanodon very safely and easily, so I'll put a link to that in the description. I will also put a link to some of my other plant species X guides, including how to grow plant species X turrets and how to use them to defend your base. I'll also give you some guides on how to build a raft fortress and how to defend it with plant species X turrets like this one, and I'll also show you how I used my plant X turrets to troll an alpha T-Rex and alpha Megalodon and kill both of them at the exact same time. So when I say these plant species X turrets are overpowered, they are pretty ridiculous if they're used correctly. So be sure to check the links in the description because I've got a lot of really helpful tricks that you won't believe with these plant species X turrets. So I hope this guide was helpful. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications because I am always releasing helpful content every couple of days, and I've got a whole lot of really helpful guides on the new Valguero map that I'm working on right now, and you won't want to miss any of that. We just heard that the Valguero map will be launching very soon on Xbox One and PS4, probably within a week or two, and I'm working on so much helpful information to help you all prepare for your Valguero adventures as soon as that map goes live. So until next time, I hope your Ark adventures are lots of fun, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching this video from the Ark Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more great guides like this one. Ark is an amazing game, but there is so much to learn before you can really enjoy it. We are dedicated to bringing you high-quality guides, tutorials, and Let's Play videos that are fun, helpful, clean, and suitable for the entire family. There's a tutorial in this series for everything we have done so far in this video. Check out these playlists for more episodes from this series and other guides to help you enjoy your journey on Ark.